What's up, y'all? It's Tony, and today we are in beautiful Philadelphia. We're gonna go on a little Famous Finds tour. There's gonna be a little South Philly special here by the park. We're not gonna go too far out. Come on, let's go. All right, first stop, we got Penrose restaurant, Penrose Diner. From what I understand, apparently it's a staple breakfast spot here in Philly that's been around for 50 plus years, serving up some great stuff. Last time we were in Chicago, we went to a diner that was famous and we got like an apple and cheese omelet. So maybe here we'll get a cheesesteak omelet, who knows? Let's get inside and see what this place is all about. Come on. Oh yeah, and they called it the loaded Bloody Mary. Got all kinds of stuff in there. That's good. Plenty of horseradish. Look at it all floating in there. Bacon on top. Loaded. Off to a good start. Food is here. We got the Philly omelet, we said, right? Sausage, pepper, onion. Italian sausage, pepper, onion. The home fries look great. Nice and crispy, soft on the inside. A lot of diners, you don't want to hold it against them. They go with the blander palate because of the clientele that they can just season at the table, right? That's why they have the salt and pepper on the table, so people can just season it. It was the old school mentality of cooking. Actually, one of my chefs, when we first started kind of changing things at Jimmy's, I would say, over the 51 years when I took over the kitchen, it was like pulling teeth to try to get him to season the food beforehand, because he said they have salt and pepper on the table. If they want more or less, they can just season it themselves. And I said, no, I was like, we should put as much as we think is right. To the point where I took it off the tables to tell him, like, hey, they don't have the salt and pepper on the table anymore. So put the salt and pepper in the food, please. So here we are, sausage, pepper, onion, Italian omelet here in South Philly. Got our cheese pool. Can't remember what they said, if it was provolone or mozzarella, but this thing's amazing. And then their deluxe was the pancakes, is what he recommended. All right. It's all right. I've had better. Not super fluffy, but definitely gets the job done for breakfast. Let's see if these the syrup helps it out a little. Syrup can help anything, right? So let's get over here. Taylor pork roll, he said, is a big thing here in Philly. I don't know. I think I've had it before. That's good. Sausage. Bacon. We had it on the Bloody Mary. It was nice and crispy. And we got some ham. That's good ham. Solid breakfast. Solid food here, great portions. I can see why they've been here for 50 plus years. Let's keep this thing going. Off to a great breakfast in Philly. Let's keep it rolling. And thank you again to my plug, Rick, for the recommendations. All right, next up we got Skinny Joey's. Apparently this is one of the, I guess, newer popular spots. Allegedly, it's an old mob boss that got out of prison and opened up a cheesesteak spot, apparently. But the line apparently has been out the door, down the street, whatever you want to call it. Let's give it a try. Come on. Here we are. We got the beef cheesesteak, buffalo chicken cheesesteak, and we got the roast pork because we struck out for John's roast pork today. So we'll give this one a whirl. Apparently the cheesesteak was the Snuff Special, which is the whiz and the Cooper Sharp on it. Snuff Special. Whoa. Got the gravy for the pork here. These are the long hots for the pork on the side. You know you're in Philly when there's a bucket of cherry peppers next to the condiment station. That's a Philly special. I think we're gonna start with the pork. And then we're gonna end with the cheesesteak, and in between is gonna be the chicken cheesesteak. So here goes nothing. And apparently, they're not really hiding the fact that the alleged boss mob runs the place. He does. It's his place. So, hope it's good. Maybe he learned some, tips and tricks when he was doing some time, and we're gonna have that special. So the question was seeded or unseeded roll. Just one size, not multiple sizes. And then they ask if you want provolone or sharp provolone, and if you want broccoli rabe or spinach. And I opted for the broccoli rabe, and I opted for the sharp provolone. So I'm gonna do one without dunking. Pretty good. Trying to think of the Knicks in Reading Terminal if it was better than this. I don't really like to compare, right? Because this is a great sub. And it's been a second since I did Reading Terminal, so I really don't remember, but here's the long hot Philly special. For sure. The push tush, the roast pork, the cheesesteak, they're all Philly specials. Much better with the sauce or the gravy, whatever you call it. Another civil war they have here in Philly is if they call it sauce or gravy. So when they make up their mind, I'll know too. Solid, solid, solid. Whoa. This thing's like busting out of the side. I don't know if I've ever had a chicken cheesesteak in Philly before. Dang. That is massive. And I did opt for the buffalo chicken cheesesteak just to switch it up a little bit, right? Why not? This thing is massive. It's got blue cheese crumbles and the hot sauce and American cheese mixed in with it. Cheesesteak's like chunky. You can tell it's real chicken that they're chopping down. The hot sauce is good that they're using as well. Not too spicy. I love the blue cheese crumbles that they're putting in here too. Taste a little bit of the American cheese kind of keeping the meat together, keeping the buffalo and the chicken all together in the sub. Very good sub, but like I said, I don't have anything to compare that one against to. I don't think I've had a chicken cheesesteak sub in Philadelphia before. The star of the show can't come to Philly and not get a cheesesteak. It looks good. I opted for the seeded roll with the cheesesteak, non-seeded with the chicken cheesesteak, and then the seeded with the pork roll. Pork, shaved pork, I forgot what they call it. All right, here it goes. It's good. Is it good enough where you want to whack somebody for it? Probably not. Is it better than Angelo's or Jim's? Probably not. But it's a solid cheesesteak. Just like in Maryland, I've said this. When you come to Maryland, it's going to be hard for you to get a bad crab cake, right? Even though we have the best, right? Biased, but we have the best. When you come into Philly, you can't really get a bad cheesesteak unless you really go out of the way looking for it, probably. So, good tour so far. Let's keep it going. Cap it off with Citizens Bank Park, which is down the street here somewhere. And let's keep it rolling. Come on. All right, next up we got Celebreze. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Celebreze Pizza. Rick Ritter, my plug here, Mr. WJZ13 himself, Rick Ritter, told me that this is the best pizza in Philly. His favorite pizza in Philly. That's big words. That's huge words. Let's get inside and check it out. And you better believe after we're done, we're gonna hit up Termini Bros. Even though we hit them up in Reading Terminal, you gotta come when it's the original location. So let's get inside and check it out. Come on. Celebrezze Pizza, I looked it up while we were waiting. It means famous in French. Famous finds, famous pizza. Here we are, Celebrezze, maybe Celebrezze finds. It's a French word apparently. I love their logo. It's Snoopy eating a pie. I hope I'm not messing up the pie while I'm showing you that. But it's a great logo, love it. And nice little quirky feeling in there too. Apparently the pizzazz is what they're known for, which is American cheese, fresh tomatoes, and banana peppers on top. And then she did half pizzazz and half cheese. Undercarriage looks pretty good. All right, hopefully I don't burn my face off. It's got a great bite to it. Sauce is really good. The cheese is really good too. They got like a blend of cheese going on in there, but it's good. This is good pizza. Now, here's the pizzazz. Banana peppers, fresh tomato, American cheese. Dude. I did not expect to like this. This is actually amplifying the fact that they actually have great dough in this pizza and that you don't need the sauce to make it. How are you? Make sure you tag us. I will. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's great. Yeah. Thanks so much. Again, I'm going to say it. I said it in the beginning. I'm going to say it again. Philly is full of great spots. I have tremendous respect for their culinary scene here. I love the city. Thank you for having me. And we're going to wrap it up here shortly with Chicken Pete's Pizza and the Termini brothers, which we had, as we said, in Reading Terminal, but we're going to see what else they have. This is great. All right, let's go see how Chicken Pete's stacks up. All right, the original Chicken Pete's, a Philly staple for anybody that is familiar with Philly in all of the stadiums and stuff like that. Again, let's get inside and check their pizza out, apparently. All right, we got the goods. Chicken Pete's Pizza. That looks good. Smells good. Romano tomato sauce. Super thin. It ain't bad. It's a good par pie. If you're having some drinks before you go to the game, you want to have a pizza, probably fits the bill. Celebrezze, definitely better. Ingredient-wise, solid, good sauce, good cheese, but it's just not very crispy. It looks like they might run it through a conveyor. I don't know. See like some screen marks on the back of it, but not my style, but solid bar pie. Let's keep going. Let's go get some Termini brothers. All right, Termini brothers, again, we did it in the Reading Terminal, but it's been around for 104 years. So when you're a business like that, established, Tony's Famous Finds is gonna come find you. He might even come find you twice, apparently, if it's your original location, and it's right next to Celebrezze Pizza. Let's get inside. All right, here we are. We got the goods. Update, not the original location, even though it looks original-ish, right from the outside. The original one's on 8th Street, she said. Third generation. So we got a slew of stuff here. Here's the one she talked me into getting. They sell a ton of them. I told her that I went to Reading and that I had the cannoli. So she was trying to steer me in the right direction outside of the cannoli. And this apparently she sells a ton of all year round. Blueberry lemon muffin, cupcake, what does she call it? Something like that. That's good. I wish it had a little bit more zing, a little bit more lemon flavor, but pretty good. The lemon topping was a little too sweet. This is a fried ravioli that I picked up with my eye. She didn't necessarily say that they sell a lot of them, but I'm assuming they do a lot. They sell a lot of everything. Hand-rolled ricotta cheese, ricotta, chocolate chips, imported citron, and deep fried is the description here. Just wanted to get my bearings before I bite in. This thing is heavy. It's like a fried cannoli. I'd rather have the cannoli. This is one of the top sellers, she said. The Italian cake. This looks a little familiar. I may have eaten this somewhere and I don't remember. But they got like a cake, and then they got a chocolate filling and a vanilla filling. I'm not a huge sweet person, but I don't know. I'm not crazy about it. Last but not least, pig's ears. Puff pastry with cinnamon sugar. Pretty self-explanatory. It's like a Cinnabon, but they call them pig's ears. You can see the sugar on there. It's like nice and crispy too. You can see the flaky, airy puff pastry inside of there. I would say that I like it more than a Cinnabon because it's airier and not as dense. But at the same time, it would be very good and better if it was actually fresh, like coming out of the oven, because it tastes a little bit like it's hard now because it's been sitting for a little bit. Which the Cinnabon, you can eat it like a day later and it's still like moist and buttery. So definitely a little trade-off there. I think we've had a great little South Philly tour. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Please let me know the spots that I missed. I'm definitely going to be back. Like I told you, Philly, you guys are amazing up here. So many great spots. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you haven't, of course. Smash the like button. Smash the comments. Smash whatever you want. Let's go. Now I know why it's famous.